Hi there, everyone. I am Brook Anderson from the TV show The Insider. And not only am I an entertainment journalist, but I am a huge Yanni fan. And so I am a very, very lucky girl today because I am here with this global phenom, this living legend, multi-talented, multi-platinum, multi-Grammy nominated artist, composer, performer, Yanni. And boy, do we have a special treat for everybody watching this live webcast, Yanni. Not only are we going to give you a private, behind-the-scenes, inside look at how Yanni prepares for his concerts, his performances, but at the end of this webcast, Yanni is going to perform his very first ever live performance for the web, and it is going to be the song Voyage from his latest album, Truth of Touch. Thanks for having me, Yanni.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for the introduction. That's like a lot of nice things to hear.
I am honored to be here. And I also want to say we are going to be taking your questions live, so get them in. What do you want to know about Yanni or about how Yanni prepares for his big shows? And you can submit those questions here at Ustream or on his Facebook page, Twitter, or by email at ask@yanni.com. And I have to tell you, Yanni, I was perusing your Facebook page earlier today, and there were so many posts. You have hundreds of thousands of fans via social media. But one post really, really struck me. Debbie wrote, "Next to God, your music is what I choose to call my higher power."
Wow.
Are you ever overwhelmed by the deep impact that you make with your music?
Yes, absolutely. And I had no idea that you could reach that far. When I was a kid and I was playing with the music and I was beginning with the idea of instrumental music being able to be a language to talk to people with, you know, I never imagined it would go reach that deep and help people through their pain or going through chemotherapy or just elevate them, make them feel good spiritually, make them strong, all that stuff. Just it's amazing to me.
Your music is very impactful. What inspires your music? What inspires your creativity?
Life. I just live. You got to live, you know, and that is every artist, you know. If you have to tell the truth with your art, and you have to live. You have to live. You can't really lie. You can't make up stuff.
People can see through that.
Of course.
It's transparent if you're pretending, but you really love it.
It is, well, I've said it before, my fans know it. It's like the creative moments are just so elating. It's just addicting, very addicting.
You have said that to make things happen, you have to have faith and you have to have passion. Tell me about that.
Well, faith is obviously, you got to believe in yourself. I mean, it's very obvious. Passion is the fuel. Passion is everything. If you're not passionate, if you're not in love with what you're doing, you will never find the strength required to reach levels, really high levels. Just like an athlete, just like any writer or a painter or anyone who wants to become at the top of their game, you have to give a lot of yourself to it. And without passion, you're never going to make it through. You're going to quit in a week or two. You're going to slack off, you're going to slip by.
You won't have the longevity without the passion.
Yes.
And you've been at this for what, 25, 30 years?
Or so, yeah.
You look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
You look incredible. Well, let me ask you this. You have really embraced social media and reaching out and connecting with your fans. Facebook, Twitter, like I said, email, this webcast, this live performance that you're going to do on the web. Why is it so important for you to really be on the cutting edge of this social media and of the technologies that are available now?
First of all, I love the feedback that I can get from the fans. It's so great, you know. People read me. We do 5 cities a week right now. Our schedule is grueling. And it's so cool that you can, just when you're the most tired and you don't know if you can get up the next day and do it again, you start reading people and what you did for them the night before. And it's just, I mean, it touches my heart.
Keeps you going, the fuel,
Yeah,
like
it
you
does.
say. Well, I have a question for you, Yanni. You have performed in some of the most unbelievable venues. The Taj Mahal in India, the Forbidden City in China. What is the most memorable place you have ever performed?
They all are, you know. I love the Acropolis because I was playing in front of a home audience. But these monuments belong to the planet. They're not. It's not. You know, the Taj Mahal. How could you forget playing at the Taj Mahal? Full moon.
Oh, wow.
And the Forbidden City too. Back in '97, you have to remember it was in '97 when we were in China. It was all, you know, but then what makes a concert is also the audience. You know, playing in Rio de Janeiro, you know, Rio de Janeiro is probably more correctly pronounced. You know, just the audiences make you never forget places because of the way they react, respond to you, and you feel the love. They give you back so much passion and so much love, and it's hard to say, you know, I like this concert more than the other or than the other. You know,
I'm sure you're going to have a really electric audience here tonight. We're backstage in a dressing room at the Nokia Theater in downtown Los Angeles. It's a fantastic, fantastic venue.
It is.
And I do, Yanni, want to get to a few questions submitted by some of your fans right now. Here's Jean. She's from here in the United States. And she wants to know what you eat before your performances. What's your energy food before you hit the stage? Because it takes a lot of energy to get up there and do what you do.
you're not going to believe this. Nothing.
Nothing.
I get up in the morning usually and I eat very little and I work out, and then I do not touch food until well after midnight or so. And I've trained myself because of being in the studio. If I eat, I become lethargic. Over the years, I've learned how I can go through like 12 hours of not eating anything.
So breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
And it's small. It's not a whole lot.
Oh, okay. And then you work out daily.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
I'm
Yanni
not-
looks pretty ripped. What do you do?
Yeah. I'm not fanatic about it. I just do it for health reasons. It's just to feel energetic, to be able to be on stage and not hurt myself. You know,
Yeah.
you can hurt your knees, you can hurt, you're jumping around, you're doing things. It's just being fit is a good thing.
Yeah,
It gives
gotta
you
be
good-
athletic to get up there and be that active.
Yes, but you know, when I was a kid, I was a swimmer, so I've been through a lot of. I understand the pain of the training. I've been through it, so I can tolerate that kind of pain easily.
You're dedicated, you're committed. Okay, here's what Louise, also an American here in the United States, wants to know. Are you going to be giving out kisses every concert from now on?
Oh,
you know,
God.
everyone will want one now, Yanni, especially me. This is Louise. She says that she will be at the Vegas concert. Hint, hint.
There's good. You know, it was fun. I had fun with that. I must admit, there was a lot of. I didn't expect it either. But there's a what do you call it? A magic phrase that has to be used to get me to do it. There's like a code.
What's the code?
I'm not going to give it
Can
the
you
code.
let us in on it?
No, they're going to have to figure it out.
So it's a spontaneous decision by you when you're up there performing if you want to do that.
That's right.
All right. So the women are just swooning in the crowd.
Well, it's fun. I mean, it's just, you know, it touches.
Yeah.
It's the same stuff. You know, they just show you their love and appreciation. You know, it's not. I love it. Let's
I'm
put it that
sure.
way.
Yeah, what is most gratifying for you, Yanni, about your work? Is it the creative process, the actual music, or your fans and their reaction, their deep appreciation and admiration?
It's all of it, and it depends on the time. When I'm in the studio writing, I do not think of the fans. I think about how to tell the truth, and I give myself completely to what I want to talk about. When I'm on the road and I'm playing in front of the fans are everything. And many, many years ago when I went through some very difficult times, the fans pretty much turned me around. It was one of those, I've said the story before, we don't have to go through it right now. So the fans are extremely important in the reason I'm here 30 years later doing it.
So the fans aren't just fans, but they're a family to you in a way.
They are. I have a connection with them, and you can see it at the concerts. You can feel it at the concerts. You know, it's they give me back as much as I give them, if not more. And it's as healing to me. They tell me I heal them, but they heal me.
How so?
Well, just because of their appreciation, and again, I was trying to avoid having to tell the whole story, but it was, I went through a pretty severe depression a few years ago. And I went home to Greece and I stayed there, and I hadn't touched the piano for a whole year.
Wow.
I just decided I wasn't going to do music anymore. And my sister was very clever. She sent me a stack of letters from the fans, and I had it there for months, and I wouldn't look at it. And one day I started reading, and it just moved me to tears that I forgot who I was and what I had done for these people. And it reminded me that my life has meaning. I'm not just doing music by myself in a vacuum. I'm affecting people. So that was the beginning of the turnaround for me.
That is really, really touching. And I think we have a fan question coming in right now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, this is from Fernando via Facebook. Do you ever get nervous before a concert, Yanni?
Always.
Always,
yeah.
really?
Well,
After all these years?
opening night is the worst, but yeah, a little bit. The adrenaline comes in, but it's a good nervous. It's not a scared nervous. It's a okay, I'm ready. Let's go. I'm excited. You know, I want to do this.
Exhilaration.
Yes, and once you get in front of 10,000 people, it's a feeling that very difficult to explain to somebody. You have to. I don't care if you're tired, if you're sick, if you have a headache. It all goes away.
Probably like no other feeling in the world that you've had.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah. All right. The next question we have is Shirley from here in the USA. I loved this concert, and I have so many great memories from it. Can you share with us one or two of your memorable events from this tour so far?
The kissing part.
Shirley's going to like that, Yanni.
There was a lot of them. I don't want to isolate audiences. You know, every audience is different, and we end up in the same place by the end of the concert. I feel this particular tour that I'm more connected with the fans during the concert. It's more close, it's more intimate. And I love that part. I love that I can hear them talk, and sometimes we do a question and answer period, and you know, it's been fun everywhere we've been.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I cannot wait to see your performance of Voyage. So why don't we now make our way to the stage. So everyone stay where you are and keep submitting those questions by ask@yanni.com, Ustream, his Facebook page, Twitter. Keep submitting those questions and we'll get some more in. But right now, we're going to make our way to the stage.
Can I say
Sound
Happy
good?
Mother's Day, everybody?
Oh, very good. Yes, it is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers celebrating in part by participating in this webcast with us.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Come on this way.
Okay. Elevators this way.
I think so.
Here we go, right here,
I
to the
always get lost.
stage.
Okay.